of or a video of my dad, and you could tell that he was. You could hear him in the background for those that knew him, right? Or, like, he wasn't even talking. You could barely hear him breathing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it just doesn't prove that he's there, and that's what she's using as well as photos that were taken by my dad at visitation of me with my child.
Okay, hold on. So her reason for moving is that you're just a bad person. Just roll with me. You're just this bad person. She needs to get away from you, and the child will be better off living further away from you as possible, right? That's basically where we at?
Basically, yeah. Yep.
Okay, hold on. So it's got nothing to do with her trying to go look for a better job. Her, she didn't win a house for free. It's not bettering her. It's her getting away from you, basically.
She also wrote out that there's better money opportunity out there.
There's better money opportunity in the next county. That's not saying nothing.
Right.
It's not saying nothing. But for the most part, you're the worst person in the world, and everywhere else besides where you're at is paradise and safe, and there are no cops. If she's moving somewhere where there's cops, I'm not understanding the perspective and the narrative. And this is where you got to know how to argue the case. So it's just you gotta. So right now it's a request for a move hearing, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's also
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
She's also using the fact that I haven't taken my domestic abuse batterer intervention classes. She's using that against me too.
How is she using it against you? Give me an idea of what your mindset is of that class. Because I have to try to change your mindset. You're saying all the right stuff, and I just want to get you on the other side. So how is you not taking that class? Again, she got to get away from you. Because
right.
It's nothing. So what I was gonna ask, where is she from?
She's from here, Bakersfield.
And family, I suppose, there too?
Yep, she's living with her mom as we speak.
And what is the perspective on her living? She didn't mention none of that, huh?
Right, she did though on the first restraining order. She proved through pictures that she has a room set up for her and the child.
A room? One room for
room.
her and the child, or one for her and one for the child?
No, the first one for one room for her and the child.
I'm about to hang up on you, man. You're killing me. Yo, you're killing me, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to help you, man. Why are you doing this to me, man?
I got more.
I got a room set up. Okay. So does prison. Okay.
Right. It's a joke, man. I know it's a joke.
Yeah, but the problem is, when a lot of these fathers have to do this, when a lot of these fathers have to go up against this type of stuff, it's how you argue. So I'll give you an example. I had a guy actually came into the office when the League of Dads was actually up in, when we were up in, when we were up in New Jersey, and the guy comes in my office and he's like, his child's mom put in for a move. I mean, his ex-wife, they were married, Muslim, and they had something where as though their religious beliefs, the courts had limited input. So they ended up having equal time. Well, she had 185 days out of the year. He had 175. So it was equal, but not. That's how he did it. So, hold on a second. Hold on one second. Shit.
Okay.
Waterhead ass. All right, so you say you got served yesterday, though, right?
Yeah.
When is there a court date?
31st this month.
Of this month?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Okay, well, it's only the 7th. All right, so you gotta you gotta file a motion with a response. You just let me know what you gotta do, but it's just, you gotta, what I was telling you is the individual that was woman said that she was, oh yeah, I got a good job down in Texas, ironically, same state in Texas, paying good money, but he had the child for 175 days. And she said she was getting a $7,000 a year rate, a $4,000 rate. So there's just no way on this planet $4,000 is gonna cover a woman having a child at least 150 of those days, because she was like, oh, the child could have unlimited emails, this and all that, and the math just wasn't adding up. There's no way you're gonna have nobody. If a child does not cost $4,000 per 170 days to take care of. They don't. It's more than that. So I drafted up my motion that we filed, disputed her claims of the $4,000 raise that she was getting was going to be reasonable, or a good enough reason to move. So whenever they put their reasons to move, you just got to file a motion to debunk the theory. And that's just where you're at right now.
Okay. And what do I say in response to the classes? Nothing?
Nothing.
Because he's not going to jump on that and go, oh, why don't you take those classes, bitch?
There's no relevance to that. There's no relevance to it. You don't, when you answer to stuff that makes absolutely no sense from the perspective, then you don't got to get back, little buddy. You don't want to even, that ain't the place to go. So when they try to make all these claims to all this nonsense, because that's all their things is full of, it's just full of nonsense. Just don't get caught up in it and you kill them as a man. We good at that anyway. We're good at destroying them with truth and logic, because they don't understand logic. They don't understand truth and logic. Their perspective is their feelings. Well, I feel as though I feel. Of course you do. And being emotional, your feelings is crazy. So don't do that.
Okay. Now in the courtroom, can I also say, hey, and just so you know, Your Honor, we're also filing a lawsuit because my dad is intimidated by this lawsuit.
You don't say nothing in the courtroom. Everything you do, you what is your plan on responding to this?
From what I'm learning from you, just saying how ridiculous this is and how it's not in the best interest of the
You got to
child.
file a motion to response, is what I'm getting at. You don't. Yeah, you don't say anything. Anything you think you want to say, everything you draft up a motion.
Well, I'm gonna have to speak in court, right?
Not necessarily. If your motion, your dad would notice, like you don't know about my stuff more than my thing is. Your motions do all your talking. So no, you don't have to talk in court. You would. Understanding the perspective, you could, but the perspective of you thinking that you're gonna, if we draft up a motion, if you think you're gonna have to talk after we draft a motion up for you, I don't know why you even hired me, because you got to understand when you go to court, everything is designed to get you, everything is designed for you to, everything is designed to get you to speak outside of your motion. They'll have you thinking that you killed, they'll have you they're having that you killed Jimmy Hoffa. The way they ask you questions, the way you answer them, you're admitting to killing Jimmy Hoffa. You just gotta know, you gotta understand that. So when you're fighting this, we're 25 years experience on what to say, what not to say, what motions to file, what to say in the motion, and whether it's the time to talk or rather it's the time to speak. I'm not understanding. Okay. Let me give you an example. Let me come at it this way. You know how you something happens, you go to court, and then you say, no. Let me give you an actual case.
Okay.
Actual. Had a woman. We have a woman down in South Carolina. Owed her ex-husband $20,000 from 2023. Owed the $20,000 as a credit onto the house. Owed a $20,000 credit at the house, as opposed, and that credit was, you keep that, I don't have to pay child support, blah, 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 blah. He negotiated the house into the child support. You give me $20,000 and the rest child support, blah, 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 blah. When they assessed this child support amount at that time. However, he lied about his income. One lie about his income really throws that divorce decree, it throws it into question. You cannot come and now say, she didn't give me my $20,000, but I'm not going to give you the $20,000 because I drafted up a motion to prove that he lied about his income in the first place, so everything will have to be renegotiated. She went to court August 4th. She was found in contempt, right?
Right.
She's my client and she lost. So if she was found in contempt, she should have went to jail, correct?
Yeah.
Right. And the thing was, when she left court August 4th, you will be imprisoned until you get this man his $20,000. That's what she was told, right? What's today's date?
That's the 7th.
So that August was 2 months ago, correct?
Correct.
Why haven't she been to jail yet?
I don't know.
You don't? How dare you? How dare
She's
you?
a woman? Because she's a woman?
No, because she's my client. Pay attention.
Oh.
What I said in that motion was he lied about his income. Here's all we entered about 4 or 5 exhibits that he had even at the time of the divorce. So because he lied about his income, saying he didn't have it, that's why I owed him money on the back end of the house. Then
Gotcha, okay.
This is why I didn't give him the money. Now here is a text he sent me 7 or 8 days after the divorce. I got to take a load out to California or whatever. What do you think take a load out to California mean? What do you think that mean? He got a CDL license. He say he don't drive trucks no more, but he sends that, right? But then we got to block the house. So what I did was, I said, her mother and father gave her funds to buy the house. Therefore, she was just a nominee and never had legal rights to the house to put it in negotiations in the first place. Wherefore, at best, he needs to come back to the table and renegotiate this. That's what I put in the motion. She don't see the victory in that. She don't see the punch that was. She don't see the Mike Tyson knockout punch that was. But I'm like, well, how come you're not in jail? That was 2 months ago. And then we drafted up a federal charge against the judge. So that's even more evidence. That's throw this bitch in jail power if I ain't never seen it? So we don't want to file the federal charge on you, and still we ain't going to jail. The reason why is the argument that we made showed that, in fact, when this man, because it ain't got nothing to do with the courts. Everybody think they fight in the courts. When the agreement that this man agreed upon and the courts made it law, he didn't have the rights to enter that agreement in the first place. And she said, well, what if the judge said this? The courts can't say anything about how you own your house, what you do with your house. This is family court. They can't do that. But now she's starting to realize that. She's like, oh, I said, well, you ain't been to jail yet. What's the problem? Judge ain't signed off on an order. You were told all this stuff in court. Yeah, we tried to get the transcripts. We got the transcripts. We got the stuff. But the transcripts of what the judge said in court ain't matching what's actually happening. Because they can say anything to you. A judge can say, if you don't tell me, I'm going to lock you up. The judge can say that. That's legal. And you can go in there and get to talking. You can go in there and the judge can say to you, if you believe it, you filed a motion that said no verbal testimony, but damn it, if you don't talk, I'm going to lock you up. And then you get the cacking away. When you should say, lock me up. Yeah, I'd like to see you do that.
All right.
So how you respond to this is going to give it validation or not. Just know that, okay?
So and just and she's also taking screenshots of like social media accounts and
for what?
Fucking claims, public opinions of mine, using my ideologies against me.
How is she using your ideologies against you? How is that?
Yeah, I guess you can't. That's the real answer. You can't.
So okay, hold on. You know there are people that don't use toilet tissue, right? They use their hand or tree or natural shit. You know that, right? Right.
Shit, no.
Right. So see how you said that with that? Oh shit. So what? First of all, it come from you. It's your body. I don't do that. But I'm saying. So who's to say? You know, like I was just looking at videos. You know, in Mexico, they don't flush toilet tissue down the toilet. They put it in the garbage. Their sewer system can't handle it, so they don't flush toilet paper tissue down the toilet. So when you wipe yourself, there's a garbage can next to it. You put it in that garbage can, right? So what I'm saying to you is this: you're gonna look at my public videos, and then you're gonna come up with an analogy of what it means. Why? Okay, hold on. Did you say her name in any of this stuff?
No.
All right. Okay.
Don't hang up on me now.
I'm just amazed at women today. I really am. So yeah. You didn't say nothing to her, but she's building her case on theories and this one posting where you said, man, I ran out of tissue, I had to use my hand. See? He's under sanitation. See? And then he gonna go touch our kid. Right. Okay. It's amazing to me. I don't know what that means. If you had us on retain, I would tell you to send this stuff to me and I would go over it. But what it gets down to is I don't understand to the light to me how she is even using all this to move. You know, one thing I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand it. You know, it never will.
She's really reached in to prove that my dad has been here too during visitation. Like there's this website, this channel that he joins live sometimes, and he was over at my house 2 hours before visitation, and she saw him with my house in the background, and flipped her shit, and she's got that in here too. Oh, he was at the house 2 hours before visitation.
Well, that's whatever that means. So, you gotta answer it. If I can tell you anything, you gotta answer it. And you gotta. And when is the court hearing again?
The 31st.
The 31st.
Yeah.
You gotta just make sure you get an answer in before 14 days, or they can throw it out. Just make sure you do that.
Okay. Now, when I paid the $550, what does that's the daddy service, right? Or
Yeah,
service?
you pay for the daddy service and us to do the motion, the first one.
Okay.
The retainer, if you was to put us on a retainer, then you wouldn't like you paid for this consultation. You wouldn't have to pay for it. When you have
How much is the retainer?
Didn't you pay us a retainer today? I mean, paid for this consultation?
Yeah, this is $20. Yeah.
Right. So when you would have paid, when you paid if you had us on retainer, you're not paying like for the consultations. You're not paying that. Anything we want to create, we want to keep that illusion going that you don't live there. Number one. And because when the fuck shit starts, you don't want to be a part of that. You want to be saying, no, you don't even have the right to do that. So that's what it gets down to.
Or my argument is that I have 2 locations. None of your business.
I don't. Your perspective is she can do whatever she want. I wouldn't ever worry about, that devil's advocate narrative. What if she do this and what if she do that and what if she do that? I don't play them games, man. My perspective and narrative is I'm gonna destroy you. So if had you had us on retainer and we shooting shit at her, she's gonna do like every other woman do, buckle like a good bitch. And
okay, so what do I do to get on the?
Okay, when you get stuff in the mail, you're supposed to just cross it out and say moved, because remember you're part of Daddy's house. You're not supposed
to. Okay, so I didn't do anything on that. Just
say that again. Say that again.
Well, I don't need to do anything on that. Do I need to send it back to them?
Did you open it?
No.
You didn't open it?
No.
Okay, so what you do is you're gonna look at that letter. You're gonna see a barcode at the bottom, right? Take a magic marker, cross out that barcode. You're gonna cross out your mailing information, and you're gonna put moved, left no forward.
Okay.
And then take it back to the post office and just say, this guy moved. And then when they get it, they're gonna put all the fact that and that, they're gonna put it together.
Gotcha. Okay. And the last question, remember how my dad was going to do that lawsuit for defamation against LMA? My baby mama? For saying that he has MRSA and there's no proof of that, and it's self-diagnosis. He's intimidated by that process, and he's wondering, is it necessary to hire you up for that? But I guess I understand now that it would be the retainer fee, and that's what I tell him. But he's wanting to know if...
with your dad, because he have us on the ghost service, he would just have to pay the balance to get it up to the 500. So check this out. Your dad, the world got to understand. When a woman is fucking with you, bro, you destroy that bitch. All this, my dad is intimidated. I mean, it ain't you, but if a woman was so powerful, let me tell you, I am an exact replica of my father. I've never seen my dad talk nice to nobody. My dad was the entire asshole. People can only be grateful that I got a little bit of comic sense of humor in me. I walk around, I'm 6'1", I work out, I'll fuck you up. My gun is on my hip. I'm 21 years retired military. I'm not taking no shit from nobody, much less from a woman. All this shit where mugs get intimidated and scared of a woman, hey man, you knock it out with that bullshit. It's just, you know, and the only thing that make them bad, only thing that make them what everybody appear for them to be, oh, court. Oh, she gonna take me to court. This is why we bombard them with motions, and then they get tired of court. This is why I say Atiya LaShawn Bradley's name. Drag me into court if you want to. It ain't gonna work out well for you. It's not gonna work out well for you. That's why I'm the only one on social media, unless they're famous. I'm the only one saying Atiya LaShawn Bradley. I'm saying her full name. Drag me into court if you want to. I'm gonna hit you off with a 3 for. My ratio of exchange rate is 3 for 1. One day you take me to court, I'm taking you 3 days.
Right.
Don't fuck around and have a job trying to drag me to court, bitch. I'm gonna have your ass in court all the time. Your boss gonna be like, again? Why don't you take some time off? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Your dad is intimidated. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, it's because he's got another 5 years on his case, and remember he's asking his attorney, like you said, why didn't you give me a written response? And the attorney still hasn't responded, so he's going to probably call you again.
Well, you send another email. Tell him send another email. Did you not get my email? Because listen, your dad did not tell me nothing about. Your dad told me before when your dad and I were speaking on Sunday. I asked your dad, what was the written, like I'm telling you, written response.
Right.
What was the written response? Right. Oh, and then he goes to court the next day and the judge says, well, you didn't write a response. What?
Right.
Wow. A written response is everything. So, you know, I'll be waiting for him to whatchamacallit. So, but we'll be here. And like I said, but if you decide to retain us, just send the retainer and then send me a copy of what you got served with, please. All right.
Okay, and it would be 500, correct? You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my man.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
You got it. Have a good one.
You too.